Welcome to the Paranormal Bedtime Stories podcast. I'm author Todd Chapman, your host. Join me as we explore the mysterious world of the supernatural. From encounters with aliens to sightings of Bigfoot, we delve into it all. I've experienced the paranormal since childhood and even had a near-death experience that led me to become a contact tour guide in Sedona, Arizona. Now, I bring you first-hand accounts from those tours and from individuals who I've interviewed. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss an episode. You can find my books in paperback and for Kindle at Amazon.com or by using the link in my bio. Now, on to our story. When sharing the following story with other people, the man told me, "It seems too incredible to believe, but it's true." He began, "I can't recall ever being called a tree hugger, but after you hear this one and why I decided to hug a tree, I would understand if you wanted to call me one. I backed up into a hotel parking spot and prepared for bed. I often slept in the back seat to save money. It was dark out and many of the hotel guests were returning from dinner. That's when a pickup truck drove past me and parked 2 spots over. Something was happening inside as they simply sat there with the engine running and lights on. Maybe they were arguing or fighting. It wasn't clear. What was clear is that they were there so long or were mentally distracted they forgot their vehicle was running and still in gear. The driver attempted to get out, but it was too late. The truck unexpectedly lurched up and over the cement curb and slammed into a tree. They got back inside and reversed over the curb and went inside the hotel for the night. In the morning, the first thing I did was to get out and look at the damage. The front of the truck was really messed up, considering it was less than 10 feet away from the tree when it jumped the curb. The tree was just as banged up. A large chunk of bark was ripped away, and much of the exposed meat had large gashes in it. I touched it and gave it my love. When I returned later that afternoon, the truck was gone, so I parked in their parking place. It was for 2 reasons. The most important was to prevent the same thing from happening again, thus allowing it to heal. The second was more subtle. Because I believe trees are beings and have consciousness like humans, I felt it important to offer an opportunity for it to heal. The crash was traumatic and the tree was obviously hurt. Parking in front of it may also prevent others from seeing the gash and making fun of it or picking at it. I wanted to help protect the tree from more harm, even if not physical in nature. The following morning, I went out to check on it. I touched the damaged area and sent it loving and compassionate thoughts. When I returned later that day, that same parking space was open, so I parked there. During that period of my life, I traveled to many different cities, and that would be my last night there. Sunrise arrived sooner than I hoped. I went out to look at the tree one last time and to see how the healing was coming along. As I stood maybe 1 or 2 feet away, I felt someone tap my right shoulder. When I turned to see who it was, no one was there. I glanced down to see a thin tree branch wrapped around me. I slowly turned around backwards, keeping my eyes on the branch and following it back to where it originated. It was from my new friend. It was hugging me. I laughed. With its branch still around me, I returned the hug and told the tree it was time for me to leave. As I backed away, I wished it well and headed to my next destination.